5 most tricky questions for your NET geography examination from statistics and other sections and how to solve it. So the first question talks about a very different kind of question, and that is household registers in Japan are known as koseki, and this is a format for it. Now, this is a document, a political document that each Japanese citizen has, and it tells you about the birth date, the parent's name, etc., the registered place of the birth, the birth date, the birthplace, and so on. So, it's about a family's official information in Japanese handwriting, and this is known as koseki, and it is also known as the household register. Very, very important question, and a very different kind of question that was asked. The next question is, which of the following method is commonly used to estimate numerically the change taking place in one sector or industry which brings about changes in other sector or industry? What is it called as? It is called as an input output analysis, and it has been given by Wesley Leontief talked about the application in general equilibrium theory, and there he explained that there are interdependence amongst various sectors of economy. So determining the optimum level of production and the changes which come from one sector bringing about the changes in the other sector is important. It also helps us in networking of the intermediate products and the final products which would be brought to the customer. Clear? The next question is, read the following statement regarding hypsometric curve. So we have a diagram for the hypsometric curve here. This is not part of the question, but I have brought it here to help you understand the concept. And you have to understand which is the correct statement among those. So, hypsometric curve is nothing but a cumulative height frequency curve. So it is the cumulative height that you are explaining here, and this is the elevation. So it shows area height relationship of a drainage basin. Very, very correct. And it also helps to explain the shape of the curve for any drainage basin to calculate the hypsometric integral. Now the curve shows the earth's surface and the surface above any elevation, and this is the percentage. So you have the vertical axis as well as the horizontal axis. Horizontal axis talks about the percentage of the earth's surface, and vertical elevation explains the elevation. So 1 is correct and 4 is correct here. Okay, that is the most important thing, and this is helpful by integration. So you can take small segments and use integration to understand how this shape of the basin is calculated. Very, very important question. And hypsometric curve has been a new addition in your 2019 updated syllabus. Therefore it is very, very important for further questions as well, and in our complete video lectures we have covered all the new topics that are part of your syllabus, so stay tuned for that. The next question here is, identify the correct relative humidity of an air mass with a saturation mixing ratio of 20 grams at 25 degrees Celsius and water vapor content is 5 grams. So relative humidity, how do we calculate? It is the vapor pressure divided by the saturated vapor pressure into 100. So what is the vapor pressure? 5. Saturated pressure is 20 grams, and this is at how much? So this is at 25 degrees Celsius. So I simply solve this and I get 25%. So 25% is the relative humidity of the air. So when you have the saturation mixing ratio which is given and the vapor content which is given, we can find out the relative humidity. A very direct and an important question. The next question is again important. Now here you have to identify the networking matrix. So you have to identify 1 relates to what. Now 1 and 1 themselves, they won't relate, so I mark 0 among all these. So 1 and 1 no relation, 2 and 2 no relation, 3 and 3 no relation. Okay, but 1 is connected to 2, 1 is connected to 3. So 1 is connected to 2, 1 is connected to 3. Okay, now 2 is connected to 1 and 4. So 2 is connected to 1 and 4. Okay, then 3 is connected to 1, 4, 5 and 6. So 3 is connected to 1, 4, 5 and 6. So 3 is connected to these. Now 6 is connected to 3. Okay, 5 is connected to again 3. Clear? Then 4 is connected to 2 and 3. So 4 is connected to 2 and 4 is connected to 3. Now, the remaining ones I'll simply fill 0. Now, there would be in the choices 4 different tables which would be given to you. You would have to identify which is the correct one. Now, a lot of students also do silly mistakes while doing the networking, transport geography, very very important topic, very very scoring topic as well. So don't get puzzled by the kind of questions that there are so many tables in the choices, how would I manage. It's a very simple, very direct question. You have to identify where these are connected with, and once you identify, the answer is very very simple. So that was about your questions, some of the different questions which were part of your 2020 paper for your net examination. For the complete paper and the solutions for the complete paper, the links are given below. You can refer those for more details and practice. Wish you very good luck for your upcoming examination. Looking forward to hear back after your examination. Good luck.